Happy Thursday, Jays. I'm Megan Gifford, your anchor for today's January 13th show. Kyman is going to be starting us off with some controversial news concerning teacher shortages and COVID cures. Then Taylor's going to get us caught up with all things entertainment. But before that, Charlie is going to end you with some preparation for the upcoming winter weather with his weather report. As always, this is KLHS.
18-year-old substitutes in Kansas and drinking your own urine. Good afternoon, Jays. I'm Kyman Warman here with your top stories. Yes, you heard it right. Drinking your own urine has now been claimed as a COVID-19 cure by anti-vax leader Christopher Key. It's quite a story, but before we dive deeper into that, let's see the new requirement that's causing quite a bit of controversy just across the river in Kansas. Now, in reference to COVID, the word teachers has most recently been followed by the word shortage. On Wednesday, the Kansas State Board of Education took action to get more substitute teachers. It approved an emergency declaration that lowered the requirements to become a substitute teacher. This comes after last week, Wichita School Board President Stan Reeser suspended Monday's school board meeting when some members refused to put on masks when asked. At least 2 other Kansas districts, including Bonner Springs and El Dorado, have already canceled classes, although completely virtual isn't an option this year because of limits that lawmakers put in place last year. Here in Missouri, there haven't been any similar actions, but with the surge of recent cases in Kansas City, it certainly might be in the future. Let's go to Sam Brusman to see teacher opinion on the matter here at LHS.
What's going on, Jays? This is Sam Brusman here with
Mr. English.
And today we're discussing the current substitute teacher shortage going on in Kansas. Kyman already covered the information regarding, what they're doing to compensate for that. And Mr. English, what's your thoughts on that?
I think it's just kind of a hard part of what reality is right now. Some of those jobs are just hard to fill, hard to find people that want to work those jobs. So we're just starting to see that impact schools.
And on a more personal level, here at Liberty High School, there have been some open spots left by substitute teachers that teachers are now being paid to fill in during their planning periods. And Mr. English, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing is having a district that has the means to compensate teachers for that. I have some friends that are teachers where they don't really have the option, or they don't get paid. So yeah, here at Liberty High School, lots of teachers willing to help out. Getting compensated for that is great. It's kind of just an all hands on deck kind of a situation.
Well, from KLHS, this is Sam Brusman signing out.
Thank you so much, Sam. I think that we are all hoping for the best and of course hope that we can keep our students as well as teachers safe. But speaking of safe, anti-vaxxer and founder of Vaccine Police, Christopher Key, claims drinking your own urine will cure COVID-19. According to the Daily Beast, Key posted a video on his Telegram account urging a urine cure that's been around for centuries. There's no scientific evidence supporting any of these claims. Many scientists have commented against Key's urine cure and said to be very experimental and highly unreliable. That's all I have for your top stories, Jays. For now, let's not drink our pee and otherwise stay safe and have a great day.
Thank you, Kyman. People are definitely doing whatever to combat the new variant. Now, on a more normal note, let's get into some announcements for today. Starting off with sophomores, class rings are now available, and Jostens plan to be here next Wednesday and Thursday during lunch so that you can order your ring. Just remember to bring $75 deposit and your order form. Family order times will be next Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m., so make sure to pick out your class ring if you want some bling to remember the class of 2024. Speaking of graduation times, class of 2022, your time is almost up, so don't miss out on the Blue Jay Nation scholarship chance. If you would like to apply for the scholarship, your parents just must be members of Blue Jay Nation. And if you like any more information on this scholarship, details can be found on the LHS scholarship page. Make sure to clear your schedules on Tuesday, January 25th from 7 to 7:30 p.m. so that you can come support our chamber orchestra for their preparation concert in the PAC. Our LHS Orchestra was picked to perform at the 84th Missouri Music Association. This is a very high honor, so congrats to all the students in chamber orchestra. that get to go to perform. Speaking of performing arts, thespians get to attend their state conference January 19th through the 22nd in St. Louis. The students have been selected to compete in a group musical theater performance, an individual theater performance, and also they get to participate in college auditions. Congrats to everyone going to state and break a leg. That's all the announcements for today, so let's go to Taylor for some snowed-in TV show recommendations and some more entertainment news, as well as an in-caps video from Connor McLean.
Hey Jays, I hope your Thursday is going good so far. At least we are one day closer to the weekend. Speaking of this weekend, if you're looking to sit back and relax, there are some new TV shows that are now streaming on Netflix, like Cheer Season 2. With its popularity from Season 1, you might not want to miss this new season to catch up on some of the interesting drama that is in store. Speaking of drama, Jamie Lynn Spears speaks out about her and her sister's complicated feud in an interview with ABC News anchor Juju Chang. She says that she was not a part of Britney's conservatorship and, quote, took no steps to be a part of it, end quote. She also says that it was really important to her to honor her voice. She further explained how this importance led to her writing her book, Things I Should Have Said. In the interview, she talks a little bit about the book, saying that includes young Jamie remembering Britney's behavior changing. She described Britney's behavior as erratic, paranoid, and even spiraling. She goes on to say, quote, I can't speak to anyone else's state of mind, but I don't think that's fair. I'm allowed to say how I felt in those moments because that matters. It matters that I was in pain, end quote. Furthermore, she adds, quote, I love my sister. I've only ever loved and supported her and done what's right by her, and she knows that. So I don't know why we're in this position right now, end quote. Only time will ever tell if this feud will ever end, but for now, with some other news, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox were just recently engaged as of yesterday. The couple shared videos of their proposal on all of their social media platforms. Well, that's all the pop culture insight I have for you today. For KLHS, this has been Taylor Quinn. Have a thrilling Thursday, Jays.
I get access to gain a bunch of professional skills that I get to use in the real world. For example, we get to go on job sites and see what a day in the life of the prospective field of study is that I would like to do. And I get to learn how to dress professionally and network with people and make connections that I can use in the future.
I joined the NCAPS program because in high school I was involved in several different classes, like PLTW classes and engineering courses, and they only had like a couple types of engineering. They had aerospace and civil engineering, and I did enjoy those a lot, but I felt like there was more of like a broader spectrum when it came to engineering. So when I figured out that this program had the ability for me to branch out and to view all of the different types of engineering, I took that as an initiative to go out and find something new.
So at Northland Caps, knowing what you need to do is the name of the game. You ask your client exactly what they want and exactly the constrictions you need to work with. And once you get all of that, you can work with all of the fun tricks and skills you pick up at Northland Caps to produce a project that's really satisfying once it all comes together.
Site visits are important because we get to go see what an engineer does on a day-to-day life, and we get to deep dive into what their daily tasks are and what their company does.
Basically what I was wanting to learn was learn from experts and gain that real world experience from business partners and just gain those connections I can use later in life.
What is up, LHS? It is Grace Halter, and many of you are probably wondering what is going on with the mask and no mask situation. Mayor Lucas mandated masks January 6th of 2022 due to teachers, students, bus drivers, and staff being deeply affected by COVID. The rise of COVID cases caused concern that KC schools might go back to virtual. KC reached a record high of 2,100 COVID cases a day. Well, LHS students, let's see what you have to say about this.
I think that unvaccinated people should wear a mask, and I think that vaccinated people shouldn't have to.
Well, when they took the masks away and then brought them back, it was kind of confusing because it was in the span of 3 days. The CDC recommends masks, and I feel like everyone should be following that so that we can stop the spread of COVID.
Thank you, LHS students, for your opinions regarding our masks. This mandate is set to expire February 3rd of 2022, so continue to mask up until further notice. The CDC currently recommends all people vaccinated and unvaccinated to continue to mask up. The CDC also recommends to wear a cloth mask, which will reduce those germs. On the flip side, parents are involved in group emails and in meetings to eliminate masks for good. Well, that's all the information I have for you today, Jays. This has been Grace Halter, signing off of KLHS.
Good morning, Jays. I hope your Thursday is off to a great start. The weather sure was. As on your way into school today, the temperature was 39 degrees. When you're leaving school today, the temperature warms up to about 54 degrees. The high for today is 54 and the low is 34. It also looks like it will be sunny all throughout the day. Moving on to Friday. On Friday, we see highs in the lower 40s with a low of 31 degrees with clouds in the sky most of the day. Late Friday night or early Saturday morning, however you want to look at it. Either way, the temperatures will be dropping and the snow will be falling. According to the Weather Channel, it looks like there will be around an inch of snow. So either way, go outside and enjoy the snow or stay inside and drink some hot chocolate. The highs and lows for Saturday are 14 and 36. Now on to Sunday. No snow on Sunday, but it will be cold with a low of 9 and a high of 32. Also, Sunday night, the Chiefs take on the Steelers in the first round of the playoffs. The playoffs start at 7 o'clock for the Chiefs. During the game, the temperatures will be around 29 degrees, so a little bit colder than the last time these two teams faced off in December. That's all the weather I have for you today. This has been Charlie Marshall signing off from KLHS.
Thank you, Charlie. It's about time for some winter weather, but I hope everyone stays safe out there. Well, that's all the news we have for you today, but before you go, will you please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you again, Kyman Warman, Grace Halter, Charlie Marshall, Taylor Quinn, Connor McLean, and the rest of our amazing production crew. With KLHS, I'm Megan Gifford. As always, I'll see you next time, Jays.